Prime Minister Narendra Modi termed the loss of lives in Uttarakhand's Almora district bus accident extremely saddening and extended condolences to bereaved families and wished speedy recovery for the injured on Tuesday. Union Agriculture Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan stated that the newly introduced BBG Ramji law aims to bolster rural development nationwide, emphasizing that achieving a developed India requires empowering and advancing villages comprehensively. Union Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu flagged off the inaugural flight of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited's next generation Dhruv NG, which is the civil variant of the indigenous advanced light helicopter showcased at Aero India 2025, marking a major expansion into civil aviation on Tuesday. HAL's Dhruv NG features a certified glass cockpit, reaches 250 km per hour cruise speed, offers extended range with large fuel tank and supports heli tourism, VIP transport, offshore task, medical evacuation and rescue missions. The inaugural flight test of the Pinnack LRG R120 succeeded at Chandipur's integrated test range on Monday, achieving its full 120 km range with precise maneuvers and textbook target impact. India's indigenous digital payment platform, Bharat Interface for Money application, celebrates its 9th anniversary this month. The platform was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 30th of December in the year 2016 to advance financial inclusion and foster a digitally empowered society. Prime Minister's office posted on X stating that RBI's latest report shows gross non-performing assets ratio fell to 2.1% by September 2025 from 2.2% in March, highlighting strong balance sheets, double-digit credit growth and resilient non-banking financial companies. India's index of industrial production surged 6.7% in November 2025, which is the highest in 2 years, driven by 8% manufacturing growth and 5.4% in mining, despite power sector decline of 1.5%. In another ex-post, Prime Minister's office said that 2025 marked historic reforms under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, driving 8.2% gross domestic product growth via Goods and Services Tax 2.0, simplified Income Tax Act, consolidated 29 labour laws into 4 codes and empowered micro, small, medium enterprises. The PMO also highlighted on X that Prime Minister Modi, in the 129th edition of Mann Ki Baat, highlighted achievements in sports, space, security, culture and innovation, boosting self-confidence towards Viksit Bharat by the year 2047. The PMO further posted that India's renewable energy sector hit a historic high in 2025 with 44.5 gigawatts new capacity added over 11 months, primarily from solar power, boosting total from 134 gigawatts in December 2023 to 204 gigawatts by the month of November. PMO reposted Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri's article reflecting steady governance, clearing bottlenecks through modern labour codes, energy reforms including OALP Round X and Shanti Bill for nuclear modernisation. PM's office highlighted Kashmir's pivotal role as a launchpad for global Buddhism during Mauryan and Kushan eras, with recent Zihanpura excavations uncovering ancient stupas and artifacts affirming its civilizational significance. In business, the Indian indices ended in red on Tuesday. At close, the Sensex was down 20.46 points to close at 84,675.08. Nifty closed down 3.25 points at 25,938.85 on Tuesday. Indian rupee ended 20 paise higher at 89.78 per dollar on Tuesday versus Monday's close of 89.98. Brent crude traded near $62 per barrel and West Texas Intermediate around $58 on Tuesday. Gold prices rebounded modestly to around $4,370 per ounce on Tuesday, following a 4% plunge yesterday amid year-end profit-taking. Silver spot prices rose to around $75 per troy ounce on Tuesday, recovering modestly, capping a remarkable 158% annual gain. Asian markets slipped as Wall Street tech stocks fell. Overall, MSCI Asia Pacific Index was little changed. Markets were mixed, with Hong Kong's Hang Seng climbing and Japan's Nikkei 225 and South Korea's Kospi slipping. US stock markets were slightly lower as investors booked profits in AI-related tech shares after the sector's significant rally, while markets await the release of the Federal Reserve's December meeting minutes for hints on future monetary policy. Bitcoin slipped to 87,458 US dollars, down 2.5% as thin year-end trade exchange-traded fund outflows capped gains. European stock markets hit new highs with mining companies leading gains. Fresnillo rose 3.5%, while Anglo-American also climbed, reflecting stronger demand for metals. US President Donald Trump announced American forces conducted the first land strike in Venezuela on Monday, targeting a major drug loading dock facility along the coast. Trump has warned Iran of new strikes if it rebuilds nuclear capabilities and said Hamas would have hell to pay without disarming in Gaza, alongside Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at Mar-a-Lago on Monday. Trump warned he would quickly eradicate any Iranian attempt to rebuild its nuclear program or ballistic missile arsenal. Donald Trump dismissed reports of tensions with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu over the second phase of the Gaza ceasefire, stating Israel had fulfilled its commitments while placing responsibility on Hamas. Israel's Netanyahu described his Monday meeting with Trump as very productive and announced Israel's highest civilian honor, the Israel Prize, to Donald Trump, marking the first time it goes to a non-Israeli. Russia accused Kyiv of launching 91 drones at President Vladimir Putin's residence in Novgorod's Valdai area between Moscow and St. Petersburg overnight, claiming all were intercepted with no damage. US President Donald Trump condemned the Ukrainian drone strike on Russian president's residence that Kyiv denies, calling it ill-timed amid peace negotiations, revealing Putin personally informed him. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed deep concerns regarding reports of targeting of the residence of Russian President Vladimir Putin, emphasizing diplomatic efforts as the key to peace and urging avoidance of actions that undermine them. China's PLA continued extensive military exercises around Taiwan on Tuesday, featuring live-fire demonstrations under Justice Mission 2025. Taiwan President Lai Ching-te expressed strong condemnation of China's PLA's large-scale live-fire exercises, calling them unilateral provocations, disregarding international norms and destabilizing regional peace. Former Prime Minister and Bangladesh Nationalist Party chairperson Khalida Zia passed away early on Tuesday while undergoing treatment at Evercare Hospital in Dhaka. She was 80 years old. Remembering former Bangladesh Prime Minister Khalida Zia, Prime Minister Modi expressed condolences, recalling her contributions to India-Bangladesh relationship. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will visit Dhaka to attend her funeral on Wednesday. Bangladesh declared 3 days of state mourning following the death of former Prime Minister Khalida Zia, including a one-day public holiday on Wednesday. Yemen's Rashad al-Alimi declared emergency on Tuesday and cancelled UAE pact after separatists seized territory, while Saudi Arabia urged UAE withdrawal and support the halt. Renewed ceasefire between Thailand and Cambodia has passed the 72-hour mark, halting 20 days of fighting that killed over 100 people and displaced more than 500,000. The release of 18 Cambodian soldiers detained since July was agreed, but their status remains unclear. Iran's parliamentary speaker Mohammad Baghir Ghalibaf has urged authorities to address public concerns and protests over economic hardships as shopkeepers in Tehran closed their stores for a second day amid a plunging currency. Colombia's President Gustavo Petro announced a historic 23.7% increase in the minimum wage for 2026, which is the largest raise in 25 years. The monthly minimum wage will rise from 1.6 million pesos to 2 million pesos alongside a transportation subsidy. At least 18 Bolivian workers began a hunger strike protesting the government's removal of fuel subsidies. Fuel prices have doubled, with gasoline rising from 53 cents to $1 per litre and diesel from 53 cents to $1.4. Hundreds of supporters of Honduras' Labour Party protested outside the National Electoral Council in the capital, rejecting the recent presidential election results. They demanded full vote counts. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum visited Oaxaca following an interoceanic train derailment that killed at least 13 people. She pledged financial aid to victims' families and met with the survivors, while authorities continue investigating the cause of the accident. Time for a short break. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Jaipur.
Welcome back after that short break. Let's continue. Cold and foggy conditions continue across North India, with dense fog reducing visibility in several regions. An orange alert has been issued for parts of Punjab, Haryana, Delhi and UP. Dense fog in the national capital disrupted operations at the Indira Gandhi International Airport, causing delays for several flights due to low visibility. The Weather Department has issued a yellow alert for moderate fog across East India states and parts of the northeastern states. Uttarakhand's Dehradun witnessed dense fog on Tuesday morning, with visibility remaining low across the city. The foggy conditions affected normal movement, with visuals showing poor visibility in several areas. Dense fog blanketed Haridwar on Tuesday morning, reducing visibility across the holy city. The IMD has advised caution as fog conditions continue to persist in Uttarakhand and other states. IMD has predicted fresh rain and snowfall across Kashmir this week as Srinagar and other parts of the valley continue to experience a cold wave, with temperatures dropping further. An avalanche near a resort in Spain's Pyrenees killed 3 skiers and injured another on Monday. The incident happened on the Tablato Peak in the northeastern Aragon region. 6 skiers were in the area when the avalanche struck. 1 woman suffered mild hypothermia, while 2 others were unharmed. The incident follows recent deadly floods in southern Spain's Andalusia region. Severe winter conditions disrupted daily life across Turkey as heavy snowfall and freezing temperatures hit several cities. Roads were closed in many regions, with multiple traffic accidents reported. In Batman's historic Hasa Cave district, the Zainal Bey Mausoleum and nearby ancient structures were covered in snow, creating striking visuals. Several vehicles were stranded on icy roads and rescued by police and highway maintenance teams. To boost winter tourism, the Kashmir Tourism Department has organized a winter festival at Srinagar's iconic Dal Lake, which was inaugurated by local representatives and tourism officials. The festival at Nehru Park near Dal Lake aims to attract visitors, promote winter destinations and support the houseboat sector in reviving tourism in the valley. Punjab University's Chandigarh campus now hosts a Gen Z post office with modern facilities and youth-friendly interiors. Visitors can book parcels via QR codes, make digital payments, use free Wi-Fi and enjoy games with a mini library. New Year's celebrations are in full swing on Manali's Mall Road in Himachal Pradesh as the hill station prepares to welcome 2026 with festive cheer. Tourists from across the country have flocked to enjoy the lively atmosphere. Hoteliers have rolled out special packages and competitions while local authorities have arranged extra security and traffic measures. Special events aim to make the celebrations memorable for all the visitors. New York City's Times Square is preparing for its iconic New Year's Eve celebration with organizers testing confetti in advance of the big event. More than 3,000 tons of confetti will be dropped on around 1 million attendees at Times Square on New Year's Eve. The tradition of the Times Square ball drop dates back to 1907 and continues to draw visitors from around the world. Worshippers honored the Afro-Brazilian sea goddess Iemanjá with a traditional procession on Rio de Janeiro's Copacabana beach as part of the year-end celebrations. Devotees offered flowers, letters, drinks and beauty products accompanied by drumming, singing and dancing, praying for peace and prosperity in 2026. The ritual reflects Afro-Brazilian and Yoruba cultural traditions. As Lunar New Year nears, Vietnam's dried shrimp and fish villages are boosting production for strong nation-state demand and gifts. Vietnam's Cha Mau facilities are running at full capacity, hiring more workers as demand surges 50%, preserving traditional seafood skills. Winter fishing has begun at Shagan Lake in China's Jilin province, with fishermen celebrating the season's first red net, a haul exceeding 50,000 kilograms in a single catch. Using China's traditional ice fishing techniques, teams have hauled massive catches. The method, recognized as a national intangible cultural heritage, attracts tourists from across China. Indonesian researchers are working with Australian scientists in the Northern Territory to protect critically endangered rhino rays, including sawfish. Darwin's waters are one of the last global strongholds for these species. Australia-based research teams are collaborating with Indonesian scientists to share conservation skills as rhino ray populations decline sharply in Indonesia due to overfishing and habitat loss. Bollywood film Dhurandhar starring Ranveer Singh earned about 1,081 crore rupees worldwide and 741.9 crore rupees in India by day 25, surpassing Pathan and targeting Jawan's record. Bollywood celebrities gathered on Monday for a special screening of Ikkis, Sriram Raghavan's period drama and tribute to Dharmendra, attended by leads Simar Bhatia and Agastya Nanda with Jaydeep Ehlawat, Suhasini Mule, Sikandar Kher and Rahul Dev. The makers of Ramcharan's Peddi released a new character poster, giving fans a first look at Jagapati Babu as Appalla Suri. The Makeup Artist and Hairstylist Guild announced its 2026 award nominations. Top contenders include Frankensteins, One Battle After Another, Sinners, Weapons and Wicked for Good. In the TV section, the top contenders for the Makeup Artist and Hairstylist Guild Awards include Dancing with the Stars, Saturday Night Live, Stranger Things and Abbott Elementary. The ceremony is set for February the 14th in Los Angeles. The first teaser for Malcolm in the Middle, Life Still Unfair, came out on Monday. The teaser shows Frankie Muniz's grown-up Malcolm reluctantly pulled back into his quirky family. Netflix unveiled the teaser on Monday for a 3-part documentary series on Take That, featuring original members, rare 35-year archive footage, new interviews and global streaming from January 27th. American rapper Sean Diddy Combs' son, Justin and Kristen Combs, announced a docu-series set to release in 2026, sharing their side of the story following their father's federal trial. American singer-songwriter Mariah Carey extended her Billboard Hot 100 record for most weeks at #1 as All I Want for Christmas Is You reached 22 weeks atop the chart. The holiday classic also hit 26 weeks at #1 on the streaming songs chart. Prominent artist manager Michael Lipman died at his Santa Eni's home on Monday at the age of 79. He is survived by his wife, 2 sons and a grandchildren. India look forward to continue their dominance and complete 5-0 series whitewash against Sri Lanka in the 5th and final Women's T20I. With just 62 more runs, Mandhana will become the leading run scorer of 2025 across both men and women international cricket teams, surpassing Shubman Gill's tally of 1,764. Australian cricket legend Donald Bradman's baggy green test cap is set to go under the hammer in January 2026. Australian all-rounder Ashley Gardner has been named as Gujarat Giants skipper for the upcoming edition of the Women's Premier League. England have announced the provisional 15-member squad for the upcoming T20I World Cup 2026. Sri Lanka cricket has roped in former fast bowler Lasith Malinga as a fast bowling consultant. The legendary fast bowler will work only on a short-term basis till January the 25th, 2026. Some of the world's top tennis stars have arrived in Australia ahead of the first Grand Slam of 2026, the Australian Open. England women's head coach Serena Wigman has been awarded an honorary damehood for her leadership in guiding the Lionesses to consecutive Euro titles and 2023 World Cup final. A struggling Manchester United side will look to turn around their fortunes as they face the lowest ranked team of the season, Wolves, on Thursday night. Premier League heavyweights Chelsea will look forward to bounce back from the defeat against high-flying Aston Villa when they face Bournemouth on Tuesday night. FIFA President Gianni Infantino said they will make history after more than 150 million ticket requests were submitted from over 200 countries for the upcoming FIFA World Cup 2026. Spanish top flight club Barcelona held an open training session which attended by fans to celebrate the end of the year. Egypt rested all their key players but still kept up their unbeaten run at the Africa Cup of Nations, drawing 0-0 with Angola. Morocco forward Ayoub El-Kabi scored a brace as the Africa Cup of Nations host turned in a convincing performance in outclassing Zambia by 3-0. And the winners of the 13th Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum International Sports Awards were announced during the World Sports Summit in Dubai. And with this, it's a wrap here on Express News for now, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. Don't go anywhere. Keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates from the country and the world. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Namaskar.